Hey, what's happening, guys? This is Bashiok. Just a quick video today. We're going to talk about the new champion reveal, Illaoi, or Illaoi, or something like that. I think it's Illaoi. That's what we're going to be calling it up until I actually hear someone call it something different, and then I'll change my stance on it. But Illaoi is going to be this new champion. She's known as the Kraken Priestess. I just read up, if you go into your League of Legends client, I just read up, like, everything that she kind of does. I think she's going to be most viable. It says she's most viable for a solo laner, like as a solo laner. So I'm guessing she's probably going to be like, I think, a top laner, jungler, and then a mid laner, something like around that. Like top laner first, jungler, and then possibly a mid laner. So yeah, those are the roles that I'm pretty sure she's going to be able to play. And she does. I look through her abilities, and she does kind of look very exciting to play. And I'm kind of pumped to want to buy her. She basically carries around, if you can see here, what she's stamping on is like this idol. She carries that around. Apparently there's some god in it. There's an actual god in it. And I'm imagining, putting it in World of Warcraft perspective, a lot of, kind of like, the old god from the end of, Ulduar. I cannot even fucking remember the name. It passes me right now, but the old god, the last boss at the end of Ulduar, that raid, it's kind of something similar. This particular god is for Illaoi. She carries it around. What her passive is, she will periodically spawn tentacles onto the walls on her lane, or whatever lane she's in, just periodically every now and then. And they will help her out in the laning phase. Like, she can use them with her abilities to kind of help her out. They'll, like, slam down on targets and that. And they will stay there either I think, until they're killed, or for a minute, I believe was the numbers that it gave me. Her Q ability is, it's a skill shot, and she kind of, like, chucks her old god, not old god, but her god, like, idol thing, and it chucks out a big tentacle and slams down, like, for the entire direction of that skill shot. It slams down on everything in front of it where you choose to shoot the skill shot from. Her W ability is, she jumps to a target, like she'll charge to a target and do damage to it, and whatever tentacles, like if she's got tentacles on either side, like hanging off the walls and that of her lane, or whatever lane she's in, they will also slam onto the target if they're close enough. Her E ability, if I can remember correctly, yeah, her E ability is another skill shot, and she slings out a tentacle, and it grabs, if it hits the person, it will grab their spirit out of their body and make their actual character a vessel. Now, I didn't really understand, because it was a very long explanation. I advise you to go and check out this champion reveal, Illaoi, to, like, fully work everything out. But from what I gathered, I don't think they can move their spirit. So once you grab their spirit, in a circular area around their spirit, you can just do damage to the spirit, and it will do damage to the actual vessel, the actual champion, the player, and they will take a bit of damage. Not as much, but they will take a bit of damage. And what you can do is, if you can chase after the vessel and they run away, and they get too far away from their spirit, it will put a slow onto them, and they won't be able to, they'll have a major slow for a couple of seconds, and it will spawn a big tentacle right next to them and slam down on them and do a fair bit of damage. And her ultimate, her R ability, is Leap of Faith, I'm pretty sure it's called. And what she does is, she leaps into the air, like anyone that's around her, she will leap into the air, striking the ground. It will do damage to anyone that's around her, so it's probably pretty good for team fights or something like that. And, it will spawn a couple of tentacles, and then she can go and, in the meantime, while those tentacles are up, she can go and attack someone, like melee, because she's a melee champ. She can go and attack someone. I guess she'd be a melee champ through auto attacks, but through her other abilities, I guess she's ranged. It's a bit of both. She can go and hit people, like auto attack them, and these tentacles that she spawns from her ultimate will come down and smash into the champions that she hits, as long as they remain in that particular area where she let the ultimate go off. So obviously really, really good for fucking team fights, because I'm pretty sure... I don't know if the tentacles have any kind of thing where they if you're in a team fight with a heap of people fighting in a group and you let off the Leap of Faith ultimate as Illaoi and spawn these tentacles and then go and hit someone, and if the tentacles will go down and hit that person, but if they're standing like right next to, like, you know, 2 other people on the team, if those people will also take damage, I'd imagine so. So it's going to kind of be, to combat that, you're going to have to kind of spread out in team fights. Like, she's going to be very, very difficult to deal with in team fights, as far as I can see. Other than that, I mean, that's all her abilities. That's what she does. I don't really know how to build anything that well. I just use lulking. That's why you may have seen me in my MOBA Day matches, like, you know, skipping out of the video, putting a BRB screen up, and then coming back. That's just me minimizing through the game, like minimizing out of the game, so I can see what I need to buy next, because I'm not that good at remembering like every single thing that I should be buying, especially when, you know, certain builds are changing around, they're bringing in new items, taking away old items, so on and so forth. But yeah, so Illaoi, the new champion, she's been revealed. I don't know when her release date is. It's not yet, because, well, it's not here anyway in Oceanic. I did check there before. She hasn't been released. So I'd imagine it's not going to be that much longer, and she'll probably be released, and I'm kind of pumped to play her. So yeah, I'm imagining she's going to be a top laner first and foremost, a jungler, and a mid laner. Don't hold me to that, but since it says that she's really good at solo lane, I'm going to imagine the top lane will definitely be within it, because apparently she's pretty tanky as well. She works well with people like Orianna, Blitzcrank, and Lulu. From what I read, and she does struggle against Vayne, Janna, or Jaina, I never know how to say her name, and Ziggs. So, yeah, it's just a bit of a, like, kind of a champion spotlight type thing on Illaoi. I didn't do one for Kindred, I did one for Tahm Kench. I don't know how often I'll do these when they release new champions. I'll try and do one for each champion, but I did take a big break there between, when Tahm Kench came out and when they released Kindred, and they only released Kindred, like, basically as soon as I came back to League. So I wasn't kind of prepared for this new champion. I didn't know there was going to be a new champion, and he just kind of, she just kind of appeared. So I do one for Illaoi. She looks like she's going to be heaps fun to play. Please go check out that champion reveal, check out her moves and her spells and shit like that. She looks like she's going to be a fucking shit ton of fun. The only problem that I can see, which they did state, obviously, you know, all champions have to have something that they're bad at, otherwise you can't have an all-rounded, very good champion at everything. Otherwise that would be getting spammed constantly in game. But what I read was that Illaoi, she's not going to be good at pushing forwards, because since she periodically spawns these tentacles on the walls and that, she kind of needs to stick with where they are in case she gets ganked, and then she can use them to kind of get away and get out of that situation. But if she pushes too far forwards in her lane, and she doesn't have those tentacles spawned and, you know, kind of ready to combat a gank or something along those lines, that's where she can get very weak. So I'm just going to assume here that it's best to try and attack her early on, and hopefully you're going up against an aggressive Illaoi, and you know, a lot of people probably won't like her simply because of the fact that I think she's going to be a bit more passive than a lot of other champions out there, and it's mainly based off of that passive, and off of the fact that she doesn't have a lot other than like her health and that. She doesn't have a lot of ways to kind of get out of like a two-man gank or whatever, if she doesn't have her tentacles there to kind of help her out and do damage and kind of slow people and make people kind of not want to hit her, so she can get back to tower range, like into tower range, and get out of that particular situation. But other than that, guys, just a short one for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Probably be uploading this on Sunday after I upload Quest Level Cap Part 16, which will probably be Saturday, which will be yesterday when you see this video. So other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed. New champion spotlight, champion revealed, Illaoi. Hope you enjoyed. I've said that a million times now. Please like, favorite, subscribe if you did enjoy. Leave a comment down on what you think Illaoi will be playing role-wise, and will you be playing Illaoi, basically, is my question to you guys. So I'd like to hear from the community, the YouTube community, and my fans. So yeah, leave them comments down below, and until next time, guys, this is Bashiox saying bye.